war, as mentioned earlier. But we now head to the Middle East. Sharp diplomatic divides are deepening as Australia defends sanctions on Israeli ministers Itamar Ben-Gvir and Bezalel Smotrich, calling their rhetoric expansionist and in violation of international law. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said peace is only possible through a two-state solution, with Israel held accountable. But US Secretary of State Marco Rubio is now slamming Canberra's move, calling it a cowardly attempt to appease the global left. Rubio warned the sanctions undermine Israel's democracy and encourage extremists. The row comes as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu prepares for new hostage talks, and a UN report accuses Israel of extermination in Gaza, labelling it a crime against humanity. Meanwhile, Gaza Civil Defense Agency has said that Israeli forces opened fire on people waiting to enter a US-backed food distribution centre. This has led to the death of 31 people, according to reports. Bringing you some more breaking news now. A fire has broken out at a petrochemical complex in southern Iran, killing at least 3 people and injuring 10 others. This, according to state media. The reports say that a fire has broken out at a methanol storage tank in the Kava Petrochemical complex. Authorities say that a number of those killed and hurt and may rise due to the scale of the incident. This all according to local media. Any more information on this that we get will come straight to you. Moving on now, and in his latest statements on US-China trade relations, Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng emphasized sincerity and principles in trade discussions. He urged for stable ties, continuous communication, stronger cooperation and safeguarding the progress made in dialogues. He also reaffirmed China's clear position and readiness to protect its interests if required. Meanwhile, JL Mag Rare Earth, a Chinese producer of rare earth magnets, has received export licenses from Chinese authorities, allowing it to resume shipments to the United States, Europe and Southeast Asia. The company applied for these licenses after China imposed stricter export rules in April. According to a statement on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange's investor platform, the license approvals are being issued gradually. This development comes as officials from both countries, that being China and the United States, have reached a framework agreement aimed at easing export restrictions and stabilizing economic relations. The framework was announced following 2 days of negotiations in London. US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said the deal builds on an earlier understanding reached in Geneva last month, which had struggled to gain traction due to ongoing Chinese limits on critical mineral exports, a policy that prompted US retaliation with restrictions on sensitive technology exports to China. We head back over to North America.